Team Justin, Team Selena. Man, it's gonna be a hard one. I have no idea what they're beefing about. I don't care. But what I do like about these two is that they have impeccable taste in homes. So here's what we're gonna do on this episode of Property Pairings. We're gonna look at my favorite house in LA that Bieber owns and the house that Selena Gomez picked up a few months ago in Encino. And we're gonna match them and see, what you think and what I think is a better home. I absolutely love this home. The front entryway with this kind of overgrouted brick extension of the living room with the gated windows, the gravel, the big old olive trees. I mean, this is an absolute stunner property. I have always loved that frame. The kitchen for me, honestly, it has like a 5-seat island. It has kind of this Nordic, Scandinavian, sleek wood vibe to it with really clean stone all around and a beautiful slab backsplash for where the range is. It just feels a little small. You're talking about a nearly $8 million home, and I hate to see a small kitchen, especially as an entertainer, someone who loves to cook. I want everybody to gather around, and I feel like we'd all be bumping into each other, even if it was just my wife and I and a few friends. So I gotta take a couple points away there. However, those points get added on to the next room because the sunken living room is exactly what I want. Big gated window sliders, opening up to the outside area with the pool. The sunken back TV in the half wall that splits it with that front room you see from the exterior. This place is awesome. The natural wood tones, these light fixtures my wife absolutely loves. I'm sure that they will end up on our patio one day. So all the points that they lost in the kitchen, they're gaining back on the living room. The primary bedroom in Justin's house, I gotta say, it doesn't do it for me. It has the arch ceiling with the beam work. It has a pretty cool chandelier running parallel to the center beam, which I thought was interesting. Kind of standard and straightforward, good space, plenty of sunlight, natural light, great way to wake up. But there isn't any drama, there isn't anything super aesthetically pleasing. The floor doesn't have a crazy design. There isn't really any design feature other than the beams on the ceiling, which you can see in a number of other homes. It feels really standard. Again, for an $8 million home, it's not doing it for me. Where I do give the points back is it has a beautiful wine cellar, backlit wine cabinet, 3-seat bar with this beautiful dark mirrored backsplash. I love this room. I would definitely be chilling down here with a bunch of friends. Overall, the home is just over 6,100 square feet, and they sold it at a loss, $7,955,019. They bought it for $8.5 million just 2 years before that, which is crazy because the home is gorgeous. I think it just might have been the time. They probably sat on it a couple months or a couple years, more gotten into peak COVID craziness. I think folks may have bid this place up because it is really beautiful. Yeah, they took a loss. On to Selena's house. So Selena picked up this incredible value in Encino. It's on almost an acre of lands. The home itself is just under 11,500 square feet. And she paid a cool $4.9 million for it. So really crazy in LA. Property values are all over the place. You're in Holmby Hills and Justin's home at 6,100 feet, $8.5 million purchase price. And now Selena's home in the valley, not too far away from Holmby Hills. And you're looking at, almost double the square footage for just over half the price. The home has a fun history. It used to belong to singer Tom Petty. It's got a couple cool features around the home. There was actually an arsonist that burned down the home, so it has some restructuring that was built in 1989, but updated all along the way to bring it to modern beauty and modern standards. I do have to say the inside is really plain. It reminds me of an East Coast home. It was originally a Tudor, and so there are a lot of Tudor homes on the East Coast. So, it's nice. It has a room that has this crazy stone-clad center fireplace, which is really beautiful against this incredible ceiling of skylights with this ash tone wood that I love. This sort of like white, grayish, I don't even know, burnt looking wood. It is so fabulous, and it's a theme throughout the home. There's a beautiful piano area that has this arched ceiling that's completely clad in this wood. And then really what does it for me is the primary. The primary suite has all of the things that were missing from Bieber's home. The primary bath is enormous. I mean, it's basically a house by itself, this beautiful standalone soaking tub with a whole wall of windows looking out onto your greenery. The home is positioned on a cul-de-sac, so it's super private. It looks like a spa oasis. It has a meditation, yoga room, again, clad in that beautiful ash-colored wood. Big beams exposed, and really fun architectural play and design in the ceiling. And then the second primary has that same A-frame, pitched roof, exposed beam, ash-colored wood. I'm addicted to it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. One thing here, you know, I gotta go to the kitchen. I'm an entertainer, and when I look at the kitchen, it's nice, don't get me wrong. You know, these homes are multi-millions of dollars. It has this built-in freestanding range rather than a cooktop or something like that. It looks like it's a double oven Viking, probably 6 burners with a griddle slotted into this like white with black grout brick facade, and sort of like a copper Tudor roof style or like French roof style. It doesn't do it for me. It's all white, the whole kitchen's white. It's kind of narrow. It does have beautiful floor to ceiling windows and doors leading to the outside at one end that bring in a lot of light, but there's something about the dimensions where the rest of the home has such incredible volume that the ceiling is so much lower in here that it feels cramped and kind of closed, which is crazy. This is Property Pairings after all, so let's put some beverages to these homes. So for Justin, the home looks nothing like a Greek home or the Greek islands or anything having to do remotely with Greece, but for some reason I'm really drawn to a Greek wine for this home. There's a delicious Malagouzia that I'll put a link up to. It's a natural wine. You can find it at Dia Los Angeles over in Studio City. I think it's clean, crisp, it's refreshing, it's modern. It's got some nice weight to it. It is a super crowd pleaser and a fun wine to drink with or without food. I would see myself popping many a bottle at Justin's house. For Selena's, I'm going kind of just like middle of the road, straightforward, high value, way under the radar, Red Car Rosé. This home is clean, straightforward, bright, airy. It's big and it has a lot of space and a lot to offer. Red Car Rosé, exquisite caliber, exquisite quality, super delicious, always clean, crisp, and refreshing. This looks like a fun home. That's a fun wine. There you have it. Those are my pairings. If you want to see more property pairings, make sure to follow along, hit subscribe, click the bell if you want to know when I'm putting up new videos. And if you have questions, as always, please leave them in the comments.